They didn't find the boy's body all at once. That was the first thing I learned when the story broke, when the flashing red and blue of squad cars lit up the quiet suburban block, and whispers rippled like wildfire across the neighborhood. His name was Eli, 17 years old. Missing for 3 nights before police traced his phone to the sleek black Tesla parked in the corner of an abandoned lot. The car was spotless on the outside, gleaming under the yellow glow of a street lamp. But inside, it hid something that would stain the city's memory forever, because Eli wasn't whole anymore. I wasn't there when they opened the trunk, but I've talked to enough people, neighbors. Officers who can't sleep anymore. Even one paramedic who quit the job weeks later. The story unfolds in fragments, each one worse than the last. And the strangest part, the Tesla didn't belong to Eli or his family. It was registered to someone else, someone famous. The name on the paperwork was default at first. People thought it had to be a mistake, some stolen car, some twisted coincidence. But the details that surfaced quietly, through hushed voices and leaked reports, suggested something darker. Something that made no sense unless you believed that the car itself was part of the story. The officers who opened the trunk described an immediate smell, thick, metallic, and almost sweet. Like rust mixed with spoiled fruit, they found black garbage bags, half melted into the carpet by heat. Inside were bones, flesh, clothes torn into strips. Ellie's face was gone. Not just disfigured, peeled away, as though someone didn't want him recognized. Still, they did identify him. A scar on his hand, dental records, and his phone wedged beneath the passenger seat. Screen shattered, but still faintly glowing. The first creepy detail came from that phone. Ellie's last video recording, barely 30 seconds long, showed the dim interior of a car. His breathing was ragged, panicked. "It's locked," he whispered. "It locked me in." The camera jerked wildly, catching flashes of the Tesla's touchscreen glowing in the dark. A distorted voice bled through. The speaker's static mixed with words no one could fully make out. Then the screen went black. Police never released the full clip, but those who've seen it say the voice sounded like a child humming through broken speakers. The second detail came from the car itself. Tesla logs everything: routes, stops, door openings, but this car's data was corrupted. Drives cut short, locations wiped. Almost like someone or something didn't want its trail followed. The last recorded trip ended in that empty lot, but the log claimed it had never stopped there. The file was overwritten with one phrase: passenger seated. The third detail was worse. The garbage bags weren't the only thing in the trunk. Tucked into the wheel well, beneath the spare, police found a folded piece of paper, childlike handwriting scrawled across it in red marker. "Don't take them out yet. They're not ready." No one has explained that note. No fingerprints, no DNA, just those words. Crouched in the dark of the car, waiting to be found. By then, rumors were impossible to control. People whispered that Eli wasn't the first, that the car had been seen parked in different neighborhoods before, idling for hours without anyone inside. Some claimed the windows fogged up on their own, shadows moving inside even when the seats were empty. And then came the fourth detail. A technician tasked with moving the Tesla to an evidence gauge swore he heard breathing from the back seat while driving, the sound of someone trying not to be heard. When he pulled over and opened the doors, the car was empty. The fifth and final detail never made it into public reports. It came from a detective who couldn't keep it to himself. He said that when they finally drained the Tesla's hidden data deep, buried files not meant to be accessed, they found one image, burned into the system like a scar. It showed the inside of the trunk, And in the corner of that photo, crouched behind the garbage bags, was a figure dot small, childlike, eyes wide and glowing in the flash. The detective said it wasn't Eli. I've tried to piece together the story from myself, listening to every rumor, sifting through every leaked note. But the more I learn, the less sense it makes a missing teen. A famous name on the title, a car that logs passengers no one else can see, and somewhere, in the spaces between fact and nightmare, a whisper lingers. He wasn't the only one.